Check. Hello guys. Hello. I hope you hear my voice. I hope you hear my voice. Hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to my live. And today we want to talk about routing. Okay, guys, let's. Hello, hello. Today we want to talk about internet routing, and I think this is a good subject to know. Um, everybody's should know about it. Perfect. Uh, and let's upload and paste my donation links. Hello, sir. Welcome to my live. Everything is right. Your let's change something, guys. Well, let's start. Let's start. Well, here we have routing over the internet. You can select among several different options and technology, then choose. You can select among several different options and technologies when choosing how interconnect remote location with a central location such as headquarters site. One of the options is to rent internet connectivity, which is usually a less expensive alternative. Okay, the several reasons why IGP routing protocol are not used to establish connection over the internet. Well, all IGPs establish adjacency only between directly connected neighbor. Routers that are connected over the internet are several hops apart. Welcome to my live. Welcome TikTok guys. Welcome guys. Everybody welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming to my live. We here today we discuss about routing protocol and we have a lab, and after we do lab, we have a practical labs. Hello Mian, welcome to my live. Everybody welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks you guys. Thanks for coming guys. Hello everyone. Guys, if you have a question about cybersecurity, we can discuss about it. Hello guys. Guys, thanks you. Hello everyone. Hello. Hello guys. Hello. Guys, please, if you like my content, please subscribe my channel and donation. Okay, we continue, and here we have several reasons why IGP routing protocol are not used to establish connection over the internet. All IGPs establish adjacency only between directly connected guys. Routers that are not that are connected over the internet several hops apart. Typically, within an organized you use a private addressing address, while packets that are sent to internet get routed only if a public address is used. If you would wish to route internal traffic between remote location over the internet, you need the NAT extensively. And this is important, guys. You need the NAT. If you use the IP version, private IP version, relying on NAT in this scenario introduce great complexity, as both the sender and receiver IP version for addresses need to be translated to a public IP version for. So the NAT do this, translate the IP version for address, private IP version for address to public IP version for addresses. The internet as a transport medium cannot be trusted. Do you know why it cannot be trusted? Do you know why? Who do you know, guys? Hello, hello everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to my live. If you like my content, please donation. I need your donation. Okay guys, hello, hello. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my live. Guys, please. Hello, hello. Okay. To overcome the described abstract, a difference tunneling mechanism can be used to extend a private network across the internet. Although there are several different technologies involved, they are generally named virtual private network (VPNs), which enable the exchange of information as if remote hosts would be connected to the same private network. The majority of the VPN technology also support routing protocols. Neighbor between router are established over a tunnel interface, which are created when VPNs are established. VPN technologies are well integrated with additional security mechanisms, which provide suitable authentication. Authentication, encryption, and anti-reply protection, guys. This is so important. There are the most advantage of there are most advantage of VPNs. Connecting remote location with headquarters. To connect remote location with the headquarters, there is what happened? Hello guys, welcome, welcome. There is no longer a need to use only traditional solutions such as lease line or frame-lay connections. Newer technologies such as multi-protocol label switching (MPLS), VPNs, and DMVPNs are now widespread because they offer more flexibility at the lower cost compared to traditional solution. Guys, who do you know multi-label switching? Let's find out. Multi-layer switching here, guys. The multi-label switching is like network technology that route data packet based on short label rather than complex address, so improving performance and reliability. In work by adding label to packet at the network edge, and routers inside the network use this label to move packet along predetermined path called label switch path (LSPS). MPLS is used to prioritize traffic, manage congestion, and provide high quality. And let's find out how it works. Labeling, switching, and unlabeling. We have three steps. When packet enter MPLS network, they are assigned a label at the ingress router. Switching. Router inside the network called label switching router use this label to forward the packet along pre-established path (LSP). They do this much faster than a standard IP route, which has lookup full destination address. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome. Hello Kathy, welcome. Hello. And what is DMVPNs? Let's find out what the difference between VPNs and okay. DMVPN, or Dynamic Multipoint Virtual Private Network, is a technology that simplifies and scales the creation of source dynamic VPNs over a public network like the internet. It uses a hub and spoke architect but allow remote spoke site to build direct tunnel to each other, bypassing the need to route traffic through the central hub for every communication. This is achieved by combining technology like multi-point GRE, NHRP, Next Hub Resolution Protocol, and IPsec encryption. Guys, do you remember the technology of hub and spoke? It's like this, and VPN do this dynamic multi-private virtual private network. Upon completing this reason, you will be able to identify option for connecting branch, office, and remote location, describe the uses of a static router, and describe basic PPP configuration on point-to-point serial link. Okay, let's find out what is the principle of a static route. Guys, we are here to learn IP routing protocol. And principle, let's fix something, guys. Mm, I forgot tagging. And I think it's work. Hello, guys. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, guys. And now, hello, 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 guys. Hello, Selena. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Hello, hello, Mohsen Khan. Hello, hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Okay, let's continue. Here, here, uh, we start principle of static route. The section explains the situation in which static router are most appropriate to use. Static route can be used in the following circum when it is undesirable to have a dynamic routing update forward across a slow bandwidth link such as dial-up link. So in this situation we use a static route. When administrators need total control over the router used by router. This is important, guys. You need to remember. And when a backup to a dynamically recognized route is necessary, when it is necessary to reach a network accessible by only one path, a stub network. For example, in figure 111 here in this figure, there is only one way for router A to reach the 10.200/16 network on router B here, guys. The administrator can configure a static route on router A here, as you can see. Here, guys. Route to B. Route B. Here we have a serial cable, and as you know, we use serial cable between two routers. The administrator can configure a static route on router A to reach 10.200/16 network via serial 000. When a router connected to its ISP and need to have only a default route pointing toward the ISP router rather than learning many routers from the ISP. When a router is underpowered and does not have the CPU or memory resource necessary to handle a dynamic routing protocol. And guys, you need to understand, we don't use dynamic IP address for a server because server needs the static router to always have a static IPs. If dynamic routers, for example, change IP at a specific time, so we need to update all IP address to reach the server. So we don't use dynamic IPs for a server or for something we don't need to change it, and it always has a static server. Hello everyone, welcome. Well, a perfect use for a static router is a hub and spoke design. Do you remember hub and spoke design, guys? Hub and spoke design. We can search it again. Hub and spoke topology. It was like this. Or like this. Do you know what is this? We discussed it last live. I think it was yesterday. A hub and spoke topology is network design where a central hub device connected to multi-spoke device. Data from a spoke must pass through the hub to reach other spokes, similar to how spokes on a wheel are connected to the center. How it works? This is how it works. Hello guys, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming. Good day. Hello, Tijani, welcome. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone. Guys, do you know why TikTok restrict my life? Why is happening? Hello everyone. Hello. Thanks for coming. And design as the network grow into hundreds of routers, with each router having a number numbers subnets. The number of static routes on each router also increase. Each time a new subnet or router is added, an administrator must add a static route to the new network on several routers. The administrative burden, the maintenance this network can become excessive, excessive, making dynamic router a better choice. This is obvious. Another drawback of static routing is that when a topology change occurs on the internet, an administrator might have to reroute traffic by configure new static routes. The routers share information with each other, and their routing process automatically discover whether any alternative router exists or reroute without administrator intervention. Because the router manually develop an independent agreement of what the new topology is. They are set to convergence on what the new router should be. Dynamic route provide faster convergence than statically configure routers. Guys, look at this. Look at configure and IP route. Use the IP route prefix mask. This is the structure, and This is the command structure. Guys, what do you think? Hello, hello everyone. Hello everybody. Hello. Hello guys. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Guys, can you see me? I see you. Well, hmm. Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to my live. I'm fixing something, guys. Please wait. Hello everyone, welcome to my live. If you enjoy my content, please support me. Hello everyone. Hello. Now let's focus on configure IP version 4 static route. Here, first off, we have an IP route prefix mask, address or interface address, DHCP or distance, name next hop name, parament, track number, tag, global configuration of uh, IP version 4. Please read it completely to skip this. Hello everyone. Okay. If no dynamic routing protocol is used on a link connection, two routers such as in figure 111, a static route must be configured on the routers on both sides of the links. Otherwise, the remote routers will not know how to return the packet to the organization, and there will be only one way communicate. While configuration a static route, you must specify either a next hop IP address on exit interface to notify the router which direct to send traffic. Figure 1 to 11 here, guys. Let's show you. This is figure 1 to 11. We have a two router from RA to RB, and hello everyone, and we want to apply a static route on it. Okay, here figure 111 shows both configuration. Router A recognizes the directly connected network 102.6.10 and 10.1.1.0. It needs a router to the remote network 10.2.0. Router B knows about the directly connected network 10.2.0 and 10.1.1.0. It needs a route to the remote network 172.16.10. Notice that on router B, the next hop IP address of the router A serial interface has been used. Okay. On router A, however, the IP route command specifies its own serial 00 interface. On the router, on the other hand, and to the link. If the exit interface is used, the local router sends data out of the specified interface to the router on the other end of the attached link. When an exit interface is specified, although the entry in the routing table indicates directly connected, it is still a static route with an administrative distance of 1 not directly connected network with the administrative distance 0. Okay, Cisco Express forwarding CEF is enabled by default on most Cisco platform running Cisco ISO software release 12 or later. Prior ISO 12, it was more efficient to use an exit interface instead of next hop. Guys, do you remember this? I think you remember. Thanks for liking. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you to support my channel. And here we have a configure static default route. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for it? Nobody has any question? Hello, Jasmine. Welcome to my live. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thanks for coming. Thank you for liking my video. Configuring a static default route. In some circumstances, a router does not need to recognize the detail of remote network. The router is configured to send all traffic, or all traffic for which there is not or more specified entry in the routing table in a particular direction. This is known as a default route. Default routes are either dynamically advertised using routing protocol or statically configured. To create a static default route, use the normal IP route command. But with the destination network prefix is command syntax, and its subnet mask the mask in the command syntax, both set to 000. This address is type of the wildcard designation, and any destination network will match because the router tries to match the longest command bit pattern. A network list in the routing table is used before the default router. If destination network is not listed in the routing table, the default route is used. In figure 1 to 12, here guys. 1 to 12, on router A, here we have a router A, router B, router, for example, C. On router A, the static route to the 10.2.0.0 network has been replaced with a static default routing pointing on router B. So, guys, this is our command. It says 000. It means every IP to with every subnet mask. This means every, guys. Every IP with every subnet mask goes to 10.1.1.1. Where is the 10.1.1.1? This is 10.1.1.1. And here we have a two address. First is 172.16.1.0. It means this range. This range, guys. It means where I should put this 17.16.1.0 to 255.255.255.0. This 20 means first let's talk about this. This 3255 means we don't need this first octet. We just attention to this 0 and 02255, and every network in this range, in range 2 to 255 of 1 16 72 to 72 16 1. This is the range of our IP. Goes to serial 00, and every IP with every subnet mask goes here. So with this range, every traffic goes to internet, and our between routers do this routing for us. Let's clear something. Hello guys, welcome to my live. Welcome. Thanks guys. Hello everybody. And let's look at the explanation. The static route to 10.2.0.0 here, 10.2.0.0 here, has been replaced with a static default route pointing router B. On router B, a static default route has been added pointing to ISP. Traffic from a device on the router 172.16.1.0 here guys. Network bound from a network on the internet is sent to router B. Router B recognizes that the destination network does not match any specified integers in its routing table and send that traffic to the ISP. It is then the ISP responsibility to route the traffic to the destination. In figure 1.2, to reach 176.0 network, route B still needs a static route point out its serial 0, because the first packet when sent, it needs to respond, guys. We need the response. This is our response IP IP route. Enter the show IP route command in the figure 112. Return the information shown, example 1 to 1. Let's look at what is a basic PPP overview. Guys, I will back soon. Okay, guys, let's continue and finish our jobs. What is a PPP overview? Everyone, okay, let's continue. Let's continue, guys. We need to continue. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Basic PPP overview. Point-to-point protocol (PPPP) has several advantages over its predecessor high-level data link control. In this section, introduced PPP as well as examines the benefit of PPP recall. Recall recall that HDLC is the default serial encapsulation types field. The Cisco the Cisco the Cisco version of HDLC is priority. Thus, Cisco HDLC can work only with other device. Guys, do you have my microphone? Can you see? Can you? Okay. Cisco HDLC can work only with other Cisco devices. However, there is need to connect to the non-Cisco. PPP encapsulation can be used. Guys, please focus. Basic PPP configuration is very straightforward. After PP is configured on in interface, the network administrator can apply one or more PPP options. To set PP as an encapsulation method used by serial interface, use encapsulation PP interface configuration. The following exam enable PP encapsulation on interface serial. It's like this, guys. Is it something obvious? Welcome, guys. Welcome to my live. Everything is right? Hello, yo. Perfect. And this is our configuration for serial 00. The encapsulation PP interface command has no argument. Remember that if PPV is not configured on Cisco router, the default encapsulation for serial interface is HDLC. Other PP configuration options include PP comparison, PP quality link monitoring, PPP multi-link, and PP authentication. The observed listing that follows shows that routing R1 has been configured with both IP version 4 and 6 on the serial interface. PPP is a layer 2 encapsulation that supports version layer 3 including IP version 4 and 6. This is the configuration. Guys, do you know what is PPP? Do you know what's that? Sorry, guys. Do you know what is PPP? Somebody knows about PPP? Everybody knows? Hello, hi. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Point-to-point protocol. And do you know what is for? If you answer correctly, you can text me and I give you a gift. Do you know what's for PPP? Yes, you're right. Point-to-point protocol. But if you respond why use PPP, I'll give you a gift. Who do you know? You have 10 seconds. Connecting PC to PC. Maybe. Okay, let's find what is PPP. Guys, here is PPP for security. Yes, PPP on Cisco device is a data link layer protocol for established direct connections between two network devices, typically router. Cisco use PPP for WAN connectivity and support its configuration for encapsulation, authentication like CHAP and PAP, and other features to message and secure this connection. This protocol is used over version physical media, includes serial lines, and is the function for other protocol PPP OE. You're right, bro. You studied very hard and your response was very good. Very well. Okay, do you know how to text me? Text me and I send you a gift for you. Thank you. PP authentication overview. RFC 13034 defines two protocols for authentication, PAP and CHAP. This is important. PAP and CHAP. We have we have all commands and all configuration in a short videos on YouTube and TikTok. So if you looking for the configuration, how to configure PP authentication, PAP, CHAP, we have all of them and covered all of topics on the short videos. PAP is a very basic two-way process. There is no encryption. The username and password are sent in a plain text. If it's accept, the connection allow. Chat is more secure than PAP. It involves a three-way exchange of shared secret. The authentication phase of a triple P session is optional. If you use the peer is authenticate after LACP link control protocol, establish the link and choose the authentication protocol. If the use authentication takes place before the network layer protocol configuration phase begins. The authentication options require that the calling side of the link enter authentication information. This helps to ensure that the user has permission of network administrator to make all the call. Per router exchange authentication message to specify the order in which the CHAP or PAP protocol are request on their interface. Use the PP authentication interface configure command. Guys, this is the structure of command. But remember, please remember that all router doesn't support this authentication, and it's for a specific ISO. Okay, let's find out what is the command. PV authentication CHAP. Enable CHAP on a serial interface or PAP. Enable PAP on a serial interface. CHAP. Here. Enable both CHAP and PAP on serial interface and perform CHAP authentication before PAP. And what is PAP? PAP CHAP. Enable both CHAP and PAP on serial interface PAP authentication before CHAP. This is completely obvious. If needed, list name default. Used with the TASA and XTACACS do not perform CHAP on PAP authentication if the user has already provided authentication. The option is available only as Remote interface. Welcome guys, welcome to my life. After you have enabled CHAP or PAP authentication, for both, the local router requires the remote device to prove its identity before allowing data traffic to flow. This is done as follows. PAP authentication requires the remote device and send name the password to check against matching entry in the local username database or remote. This is radio server, or we have a radio server, and this is for Cisco. This is just for authentication. Do you know what is this? When you use a AAA in the command, we use this protocol. Do you remember? Like the radius. CHAP authentication sent. This was the PAP, and we have this. This was a PAP, and this is a CHAP authentication. Sends a challenge to the remote device. The remote device must encrypt the challenge value with a shared secret and return the encryption value and its name to the local routers in the response message. The local routers use the name of the remote device to look up the appropriate secret in the local username or remote TACACS database. It used the lookup the secret to encrypt the original challenge and verify the encrypt value match. Guys, we have a CHAP versus look both of them. I'm looking for a proper this is the difference between PAP and CHAP. We have in the CHAP we have encryption, periodically authentication, more secure three-way handshake, challenge hash authentication, and this is the difference. But obviously the CHAP gets more process to do the authentication and link establishment. So you need to know where we need the PAP and where we need the CHAP. Both RAD authentication are authenticated, so the PAB authentication command mirror each other. The PAB username and password that each router sends must match those specified with the username and password command on the router. PAB provides a simple method for a remote node to establish its identify using a two-way handshake. Two-way handshake, not three-way handshake. This is this done only initial link established. The host name on one router must match the username the other router has configured for triple P. The password must also match. Specify the username and password parameters. Use the following command: ppp send username name password password. It looked like this. Username is R1, password someone, R2 someone. Okay, welcome guys. Hello, hello, hello. And CHAP periodically verify the identifier of the remote node using a three-way handshake. The host on one router must match the username the other router has configured. The password must also match. This occurs on initial link establishment and can be repeated any this after the link has been established. The following is example of CHAP configuration. It's like this. We make a username password with this command, guys, and enable PP authentication, encapsulation PP on a serial, for example. Okay, let's go for PPPoE. You know what is this? Who knows? Yes, radius also protocol, but the Cisco uh, use do not use radius. Cisco use a different protocol. We discussed already about it. It was, let me show you. It was tag ACS and tag ACS plus. Do you know what is the difference between radius and this protocol? Good night, bro. Hello everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to my live. Hello, NE 5055. Hello. Well, after that, we discussed about VPN, MPLS, and VPNs, tunneling, hybrid VPN, routing across MPLS VPNs is important, guys. I think implementing RIPNG, RIP version 2 overview, configured under IP, and yes. As I said, radius used for other routers. However, TACAS used for Cisco. Actually, both protocol for authentication, authorization, accounting, but primary use security. Primary difference is security feature and flexibility. Uh, Radius use for network access such as Wi-Fi, VPNs, and encryption entire packet. But TA CAS CS is for router and switch. Actually, TACAS packet encrypt whole of the packet, but Radius use only password, encrypt only password. Uh, on the other hand, TACAS more secure because of full packet encryption, and um Radius combine authorization into a single process. However, TACAS separate authentication, authorization, and accounting for finer control. So, and for development, in the open, Radius is open and a standardized protocol, but TACAS developed just only by Cisco, and you need to understand. But most difference is encryption, and they used on the devices. So Radius used for Wi-Fi and VPNs encrypt, but TACAS is typically for administration, encrypt entire packets, and separate AAA functions. This is the primary difference. Hello, welcome. Uh, let's type this radius for Wi-Fi VPNs and and switch. Okay, I send the this is the main difference between the hello Sustinator, welcome to my life. Okay guys, I think this is enough for today, and thank you for watch my live, and I see you later, maybe. Hello guys. Okay, I see you later at the tomorrow, I think. Yes, tomorrow is good. See you later. Have